So hello everyone, once again welcome to another video. So in this video I will tell you whether IELTS is important or not, or does it affect your visa, or does it affect your admissions and everything. And also I will share my IELTS scorecard, how much I had scored for my admission process. So friends, now let's move to the video. So in this, the first one is that whether IELTS is mandatory for our admissions or not. See friends, especially in Italy, IELTS is not a mandatory, it's not a mandatory thing. Okay, for example, in every university, in every course there will be something like admission requirement. So if you go in that, there will be like English language certificate. So in that English language certificate there will be several options. So you can choose IELTS, you can choose TOEFL, or you can choose English proficiency certificates, whatever it may be. So according to that we have to do that. So in this, if you preferring IELTS, okay, then it will be more advantage for you. For example, if two students, they had applied for the same course, one with English fluency certificates and another one is with IELTS, okay, so of course any selectors, they will give more preference to the IELTS students, because IELTS is an internationally recognized certificate of English language. So definitely they will prefer for English IELTS student only to the IELTS students, because IELTS is an internationally recognized certificate of English language. So definitely they will prefer for English IELTS student only. But here it doesn't mean that if you have IELTS score, then definitely will get the admission and all. So it also depends on other factor also. For example, if English fluency certificate student, if they have good academic knowledge, a good academic background, and some other good like portfolio, good CV, and good like motivation letter, everything, then they can also get the admission. Because in my last video where I was talking with my friend Kishore, who was studying in Bologna, he had applied without IELTS. So you can simply apply without IELTS also, so it is not a problem. But friends, remember, those students who ever coming without IELTS, if they are coming with English proficiency certificate and anything, so for them they have to write one exam here after coming here. That is very important. No one will tell you, no consultancy or no people will tell, okay, you have to write another exam here. Because even I don't know whether we have to write this exam or not, because when I met with my friend Kishore, because he came without IELTS, when I was discussing about him the importance of IELTS, then he told that Sumant, I came without IELTS, but after coming here we have to write one exam, then only we will graduate from the university. Without that exam, that is English exam, so without that exam you will not get your certificate and all, so you have to pass that exam. So that's why I'm mentioning that please, if possible then please try with IELTS, okay, because you have lots of benefit. That is international recognized certificate, so please give IELTS. And the second one is that does IELTS affect your visa or not. So in this, friend, for example, if you have the interview, because nowadays I think there are very few interview only, but in case if you have interview, then it may cause a effect. For example, if you have the IELTS certificate, then it will create a positive impact on your profile and everything. But it doesn't mean that if you have IELTS, then definitely will get the admission, definitely will get the visa. It is something like additional benefit for you. For example, in my case, I had the IELTS, okay, but during my visa process they didn't ask anything related to the IELTS, and also in the visa checklist there is no any options for the IELTS certificate. So at that moment there is no importance of IELTS and all. But in case if you have like visa interview, okay, for example, some students have a pre-enrollment, so during the pre-enrollment they have the interview with some officers and all. So in that case they may ask, but don't worry, okay, so it will not cause a huge problem for visa. It is the main important for the admission, but visa depends on your luck. Because my friends, they got admission, they got visa even without the IELTS. So IELTS will not cause a hurdle at the visa. Okay, so if you have the IELTS, then yes, of course it is a benefit plus point for you. And finally, coming to my IELTS score, I scored 6 bands overall in 2019, and with that score I applied to the POLMI, because in POLMI the admission requirement, the IELTS score there required is approximately 6 band. So with that 6 band I applied with that. But in Italy, I think in most of the universities, if they will accept 5 bands or 5.5 bands or 6 bands there is no like a highly high bands requirement. For example, in other English speaking country, the minimum requirement is 6.5 band, and individual score should not be less than 6 band. So that will cause a problem for other English speaking country, but in Italy it is not like that. Even though if you have some score, some individual score less than 6 bands, so it will not cause a problem. So I think if even though if you have 5.5 or 6 band, that will be enough, but always check the university admission requirement, because they will clearly mention in that. Friends, those who are in dilemma like whether IELTS is mandatory or not, something like that, then please give IELTS, because it will cost approximately 15,000 of Indian rupees. So please give IELTS, because it will prove you as an international speaker, and you have international certificate that will be valid for 2 years. So these are the things related to IELTS. And if you are coming with IELTS, then after coming here you can freely study. There is no like hurdle or something like tension. Okay, I have to again write the English test here in Italy, then only I will graduate, something like that. So try your luck and give IELTS, and after that apply for that. Okay, so see you friends in my next video. Bye bye.